Welcome to the podcast, everyone. And this is episode. What is it, the episode? Because Ben's is over here pissing me off before we even started. It's episode 65 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. And with me today is the biggest piece of shit I know, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummy?
First
of all, you can stop being so mean to me because
you can stop being a piece of shit.
I've never been a piece of shit. I've never been a piece of shit.
You are being one right now. Men's wants a lazy day, and you won't let me just be lazy.
No, I'm trying to help you be great.
I am already great. I'm the greatest that there ever was. But on today's episode of the Be More Nerdy podcast, we got a lot of news and some stupid topic that Bento wants to talk about. So, we're going to go through it. But,
You could say bless you.
No. But, those news topics, yeah, we had a lot of interesting things happen in the music industry these past.
Can we talk about our weeks first before you just get
I wasn't going into it. I'm just giving, the open narrative. Damn, can you let me host, bro?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You real life overstepping your bounds today, huh? Trying to make a hostile takeover? That's what you want?
Yep.
And fuck you.
I own 50% of this company.
I own the other 50, nigga. So what I'm saying is, we're gonna go through it and talk about a lot of those. Also, I want to remind you guys to make sure you go to repsports.com and put in that code BeMoreNerdy for all your sports and pre-workout needs. And they also have sleeping supplements that work really good. But yeah, get all those there with the code BeMoreNerdy. Be More Nerdy. There we go. Spelled BMORENERDY. If you couldn't spell it, you might need to go back to the second grade. But it's all good. We love you. So make sure to check us out there because we're trying to get other sponsorships and whatnot. But yeah, how was your week?
My week was great. I spent it drunk and in Disney World. So all of my favorite things. My friends are in town. They got me really fucked up. I have pictures that I look great in. So whatever. We drank around the world in Disney. Boom. And it got to a point where I just was like, I know my face looks like I'm dead inside. Like it has to be. Like I was trying not to, but I was fucked up. So then apparently they were like, let's take pictures in front of, if you go to Japan, they have like the little archway, super dope. And apparently I was super excited for this. And if you see the pictures, I look so excited. I'm happy, I'm smiling. I was like, guys, I have no memory of taking any of these pictures, any of this. So I had a great time. And then work has been cool, real chill, real relaxed. There's always some petty drama, but I stay out of it because I'm trying to get a raise.
Isn't it good to know that when you're drunk, you're able to, get yourself together enough, at least for a picture?
Yes, because I was worried when I saw pictures, that I didn't remember. I was like, oh, I probably look like I'm crazy. I look so cute. I was like, I look amazing. Thanks. Oh, and then my previous boss from the DC office, he was here visiting, and he's trying to get me to come back.
LOL. Yeah. Too bad you're not coming back.
Yeah.
That's good. It's not a bad week. Well, my week has been filled with nothing but more physical stress and moving and shit like that. So, we out here. Haven't really done anything. Just been home, either getting my house ready and getting my house together. I mowed the lawn for the first time in a while. That wasn't too bad. The grass is mad long, but I need an extension cord because I wasn't able to weed whack, and we have a bunch of poison ivy, so I had to be very, very careful of that. Yeah. So mad excited just to have the house fully cleaned up and together. Uncle Sean has already had 4 people come and tour his house to see if they want it. So getting closer to that day that I got all of my furniture because he's giving me some stuff for free. Other than that, I haven't really done much. I haven't really played the game too much. Just been busy as fuck trying to get the house stuff together. So after this, I'm on the game. I'm streaming. You feel me? Getting my 8 to 10 in. So yeah, I have not been doing much. I've just been tired with work and at a point where I just want all this. I want comic book and podcasting to take off. I want some instant gratification. That sounds nice right now.
If you want some instant gratification, hey, I love you. You're welcome.
I'm mad at you, so it doesn't matter.
Why are you mad at me? What did I do
You're
now?
making me work more.
Sorry. I
I
just want
wanted
you to
to
be
be
great. I want the
lazy.
best for you. I just want the
Um,
best for you.
but we also got some
I had a
art back
crime.
this week, so we should be getting the final piece back at the end of the week. So that's nice.
That'll be really dope.
Yeah.
My ass looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, you're so gross.
Your
Ew.
mammy. Your mammy.
My mammy. I mean,
Mammy.
probably. She's probably done some things in her
Probably.
life.
I don't doubt it.
All right, with the weeks done and weeks down, let's get right into the news. Let's not waste any time here. So first thing I have, I wish TJ was here for this episode because he probably heard it, but Avatar's getting 3 films. The TV show, basically
Yep.
the resurgence in it and how many people loved it and never knew it was such a great show. And since you're able to stream it all the way through, all the people that finally got to watch it, the semi-anime nerds and non-anime nerds who loved it, it got so much hype and so much, not rebranding, so much.
We talked about the studio before, how they got their own studio.
Yeah. But its
Avatar.
resurgence has been incredible, especially how
Yeah.
people have taken it. And they got a deal to get 3 Avatar movies coming out. So I'm hoping that we get here's the 3 movies I want, right?
I think they announced what they were gonna be.
They
It
did
was
not.
a
People are making speculations. They just
assumption. Okay.
yeah. Only thing I've heard is that they're getting 3 movies. So the 3 movies that I want an Avatar 1 movie, just showing what he did, in his years up until his death. I want a Kyoshi movie, obviously. Kyoshi's badass. And I want my sand-bending, earth-bending Avatar. My sand-bender, earth-bending Avatar. I want a movie for him.
I don't want him to have a movie. I want him to have a show.
I want him to have a movie that leads into a show.
I'll take it. I want a movie that maybe takes the I do want a Wand movie because I feel like they could really expand upon that. I want a movie of basically the adventures. So like what's in the webcomic now. I want a movie of that. And then I don't know what I want the third one to be. So but yeah, definitely those.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. Big ups to the Avatar fans, y'all winning out here, shit. Y'all got the shows. First y'all got regular Avatar on Netflix, then y'all got Legend of Korra. Now y'all got 3 movies coming. The live action's still gonna be bullshit, but yeah. Excuse me, I'm a little tired, but most definitely live action is always bullshit until I get a good live action. All live action is bullshit. So you know how we feel. It's fuck live action over here. I like that animated shit. Unless it's live action titties, then I'm all for it. But yeah.
You and these titties.
You know it. You gotta get the yitties. See, when they're above a double D, even triple D, they are no longer titties. They are, say it with me now, yitties. You gotta get them yitties, baby.
They are pretty great when they're that big.
They
It's
are.
It's like pillows just for you. Suffocate me. I don't care. I'll be alright.
I saw your text. I texted you back. So moving forward. Okay, so moving forward. I mean, we can. It's not.
We should.
Okay, so tastefully. We Joe Buddened him now.
Tastefully as we can do it.
No. So right now, let's just say it like this. So yeah, she texted me about this because we always do our shit remote, but this should have been the first news point. But let's just get into it. DJ T Jones will no longer be podding with us. Hey, he might show up as guest, but as a frequent podder, we don't think he'll be around, or we know he won't be around for a while. He has a lot of things going on in his life that preoccupy a lot of his time. He's working full time and getting back into DJing and a lot of other stuff. So with that being said, he had to take a leave of absence, and he always has a home here. Don't get me wrong, we love the guy. Just right now, he can't be with us just because he's got a lot going on. And is that tasteful enough?
Very tasteful.
Yeah. So TJ, when you listen to this on your drives to lock up the blacks, I'm kidding. That
Don't
was a
lock up the
joke.
blacks. Whites only.
That's
Okay, what?
hilarious. That was a joke, by the way. But when you're
Oh,
going around
mine
doing that,
wasn't.
just know that we got love for you, baby. Like, don't stress.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him later this week because we haven't talked in a while. We're supposed to like catch
I
up.
haven't talked to him about, yeah.
Man,
But
be
anyway,
busy.
yeah. Too busy for me. I'm coming at him like a jealous girlfriend.
So what? You ain't got time for me, but got time for all these other hoes, huh?
Exactly. Big jealous energy. He's getting all of that from me. I hope he's ready.
Man's is big jealous in the house. But yeah, so
I'm his
tastefully
favorite cousin.
is R.I.P. TJ. He ain't dead. He just not on the pod no more.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. So yeah, there's that. That's a big news point, and I'm coming at it so nonchalantly because it's been not a long time coming, but it's been a casually progressing situation, if you will. Nothing bad per se, but he hasn't been on for as many episodes, and it's gotten to a point where it's like, I think it's best if we just kind of make the announcement. It's like, okay, so that's where we are.
Yeah, it's no beef. We still gonna see him at Thanksgiving.
With beef.
Well, that's not a holiday.
Paw beef.
Paw beef. We're Rory and Maul.
Yeah, he gonna
so
pop out with his
funny.
own podcast. He just fronting on us right now.
What random ass niggas that nobody knows.
He gonna pop out with his cop buddies on the pod.
Boo. Make sure y'all boycott it. Don't listen.
Hey yo. It's all jokes, it's all love. So let's get into the music portion. Cause a lot of interesting things
Can
happened.
you listen to that shit?
A lot of interesting things happened in this past 2 weeks. So we're gonna start off with the main thing, Drake. Drake released his album Honestly Nevermind, and it was an album greatly inspired by Baltimore house music. There's some arguments now saying that it was inspired by Jersey house music, but as someone from Baltimore, I can tell you that shit was supposed to be Baltimore house music. I can tell you that being a resident. Wait. And we're gonna get into it because we both listened to it. I didn't do my usual 5 listens because no lie, this shit was ass. But it was supposed to be Baltimore house music, and you can tell it was supposed to be Baltimore house music because of the beats in the back. His singing and his rapping were mediocre over top of these Baltimore house music as beats. You cannot tell me that's
Now I
false.
gotta go re-listen. Because now that I know that, now I have to shit on it. Because I was ready to come and give it praise. I'm like, nah, it's not the album. It's funny. I literally just said this shit. Like, no, it's not the album for the summer. But like, if I'm getting high or like if I'm painting, I put this shit on. Very vibey.
Maybe
cute.
that's why I didn't like it then. Yeah,
if I'm on a beach laying down and just chilling, like if this was last summer when everybody, or 2 summers ago when everybody's like, I'm in Saloon. Yes, that's what you're doing because you couldn't really do anything. Like when you're just chilling, not doing nothing. But if now that you have just said to me that this is supposed to be Baltimore club music, man, get the fuck out of here. Keep it.
So my point being is, so look, through that lens, maybe, I don't know, I don't like Drake singing. It's not that good. But
it's not, but so you know me. I like an album where I ain't gotta, there's 2 albums that do this really well. So Bryson Tiller's first album does it really well, and Division's album, Amusing Her Feelings, does it really well, where all the songs, yes, they're different and like I be having my favorites, but they all flow together so well. Like I ain't gotta skip, I ain't gotta change. So like when I am doing art and shit is messy, I ain't gotta I'd be like, oh no, I don't want to listen to this song because it all flow together and it works. So I was giving him praise for that, but literally I now do not like this album anymore. I don't even want, I mean, I'm gonna give it a second listen. I'll come back with another opinion next week because now that I have this new information, fine. But no, fuck that. Even if it was Jersey club music, still no.
So I listened to it and I heard it, and I saw that post about how it was inspired by Baltimore house music, and I was like, this is the shittiest Baltimore house music I've heard in a long time. So I only like 2 songs on that entire 3 maybe. Like I got 2 possibles, but 2 definite. Like I added it to the playlist. The other 2 I could leave there, and I think it was Curtains and Massive, something like that.
You got 2 and 2 possibles. That's bored. Great. No.
No, but listen, wait. I had Curtains, and I think it was Massive or like Call My Name or some shit. Those were like the 2, 3 that I was like, this could maybe get played around me and I wouldn't care. But the only two good songs on there for me was Sticky and Jimmy Crook. Jimmy Crook wasn't even a house music type ass song.
Jimmy Crook is the last song, and I didn't mind it.
That was a rap song in its entirety. Jimmy Crook goes hard, and it uses the way I literally answer the phone for my sister. My nigga Savage gonna call you a pussy.
No, Jimmy Crook was fine, and literally it was the last song. And the intro was, I don't know, it's something about a good intro to an album for me that makes or breaks the album. And the intro was
weak.
So like I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just keep working and
because the intro sets the energy for the album.
Again, see, now I'm conflicted. Everybody who I gave my opinion to, go ahead and just negate that, and I will come back at you another week. And we all know how much I hate having, like, being forced to listen to albums, but I will do it again.
So the thing is, Drake's been posting like, it's okay if y'all don't get it, it'll become a classic in time and shit. And I'm like, if anyone thinks of this as house music, this will never be a classic. These songs will never grow on me. They aren't good. They were it. Someone said it seems like Drake heard about Baltimore house music, wanted to make an album, and spent 6 hours making this. And that might not be accurate in terms of what he did, but it's accurate in how it sounds to me. Like, if you like it, more power to you.
See that nigga? Did y'all see that nigga in Baltimore? Did he go up to, like, he go to Drew Hill or something? Hit a spot?
Yo, seeing Drake and Drew Hill, I don't think he'd make it out. I think niggas would want to, like, run up on him.
Hit a Legends, hit a Royals, hit something? Or you just listen to, I don't know. Anyway, can you go to the next song? Because now I'm just really distraught and upset.
Well, I'm going to give my final thoughts real quick. And it was just that I give it, like, a 3, maybe a 4 out of 10. It wasn't that good. The singing was very bad, like worse than Drake usually does, and then everything else was mediocre at best. It's nothing that I would want to play or really hear it somewhere. Like if I hear this in the club, my energy's down. Like that's all it is.
Like, the other thing is like I give it a 4.5 because like the other thing with the Baltimore club mix, like if you ever like messed with a DJ or had a DJ who was close to you, because like if as y'all know, our father was a stripper. Yes. But like knew all the DJs, so like all I listened to was club mixes. Like they would just make him mixes all the time.
You keep saying club when you mean house. I just want to clarify that for those who are listening. I know what you mean.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is what we call it where I'm from.
Yeah, go ahead.
But what make him mad mixes, none of them sound the same. Yes, I mean as a DJ you blend one song into another, that's fine. But none of them sound the same. Yes, they all keep the same vibe, the same energy. All the songs are different. Song. Whatever. 4.5 because I didn't know that it was supposed to be based off of house music.
So there you go. So the next thing on there is
house music done right. Let's go.
So the next thing on there is keeping the same vibe as house music is Beyonce. She dropped a single called "Break My Soul," right?
Yeah.
And everyone was like. And at first I saw the post, I thought people was just riding Beyonce's dick like they usually do. You know, she couldn't have produced something that good. Like, she just out here posting something amazing? No way. Because Drake shit was ass. It can't be that much better. In all honesty, this gave house music vibes to me. This was like just some simple shit. Like, it's something that you could either listen for the song and the lyrics, or you could just listen for the house music vibe and bop to it. And house music songs usually end up being like either funny or sad. It's no real in between. That's the best part. So like hers was sad, and it was like just something like a bop too. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I give this a smooth 6.5.
But here's the thing. Here's the difference. I could see mommy and daddy dancing to her song.
Exactly.
And if I can see my parents dancing to the song, and if y'all know anything, y'all been on my Instagram before. I've done plenty of posts of my parents dancing. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Like. If I can see my parents dancing to it, it's house music. If not, I don't know what the fuck it is. Bullshit.
Right. And I can see my parents dancing to that. Like, that real life is something I see them dancing to. That's kind of my gauge. Like, and she did a good job. I thought people were dick riding, but nope. Congratulations to you, Beyonce. I still give it like a 6.5 because I didn't like it amazingly. Like, I don't think I added it, but I think it's ad worthy. It's not particularly, that song in particular isn't my type of house music. I'm more of a
upbeat.
Yeah, I'm more kinda. I'm more of a Afrobeat type of house music guy. Like I like Cozy Cusco, like shit like that, or
Yes.
Hey Hey, like that's my
That's,
type shit. Like
that's Daddy's song.
that's her song right there.
He turned up. He be lit.
But yeah, those are more my house music type songs. But those also are like house music, but those are a mix of house music and go go. So that's why I really like those ones. But hers was good. I admit, I give her a smooth. I know I said 6.5, but I give her a B in terms of like if I had to grade it, but number scale 6.5 because I don't really want to listen to it. So shout out to B. But next on the list, something that I know Diva didn't want to do, but like we said with TJ being gone, she's gotta pick up where TJ would meet me in the middle at.
What did I do?
But if it makes you feel any better, when some R&B ass person comes out, I gotta listen to that shit.
I didn't do it. Whatever you just told me, whatever you're talking about, I only listened to those two things. I was supposed to listen to.
Oh my god! I told you to listen to the album.
You only said two things.
I said check the text. We can run the Carfax. What did it say? Read the text to the pod.
Which one of these I'm gonna redo the logo? Gotta listen to Drake's. Oh. You know I wasn't listening to no Logic shit. I didn't even see that, and you knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yo's eyes blanked it out specifically because it was Logic, and that's fucking hilarious. But you gotta
because you
pick
know
up
what's crazy? It's in the middle of the text message. I read it. You gotta listen to Drake's Honestly Never, Logic's Vinyl Days, and Beyonce's single Break My Soul before the next pod. First of all, it's in the middle of the text. And
she skipped right the fuck over it.
Honestly Never and Break My Soul.
Bro, what? Yo, you have selective reading?
I'm dyslexic.
That's not dyslexic. You deleted. How many letters is that? How many letters did you delete from your vision? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You deleted about like 12 to 15 letters from your vision.
I didn't even see that. That's my bad.
That's crazy.
But I still like listen to the last Logic album. I gotta listen to this one too next week. I got y'all.
So this one, I will say, I was less than impressed. He's trying to get back to his boom bap origins, but I've said this on the pod many a times. I get sad when some rappers make it past their first album because that sophomore album is one of the hardest ones. Sophomore beyond is hard because up until your freshman year album, when freshman year being once you're signed and it's your first big album, you've had however many years of pain, sorrow, happiness, whatever to go through to use as material. But after that, if you use it all up in the first one or the next one, then you are working with basically nothing in terms of motivation, drive, or inspiration.
And you got had a sophomore album out nowadays, year after your first tour.
Exactly, and that's no time at all to like really live some life and gain more experience. Like example, people like Drake, they were making club music. They weren't really talking about their life. And then once they got into talking about their life, now that they're big, they can take a year, 2 years, 3 years. Like J. Cole, he did Forest Hill Drive, then King of Drugs. Then he did Forest Hill Drive, For Your Eyes Only, King of Drugs, right? So Forest Hill Drive, great. Everybody fucked with that. Amazing. Loved it. For Your Eyes Only. I didn't really fuck with that at the time, but it grew on me more and more. But that was about his friend. Specifically an album about his friend's life. And then King of Drugs. That's about his new life at this current moment and how he has his outlook on things. That's life experience that he was able to put into the music. This album, Vinyl Days, I think he was trying to do some shit like that. Because he mentions, popular artists like him and Kendrick Lamar and Jigga. But my point is, yes, you have origins in boom bap, but that doesn't make you good. It feels like he not jumping the shark. It feels like he's on his dying breaths to me, and it wasn't that good. I think there was like 2 or 3 songs, and they were at the end that I liked, and that was Vinyl Days and Orville. Maybe it's something else, but overall, most of the songs weren't that good to me. You could tell the songs that were good because they had millions of plays versus the ones that weren't, just had a couple 100,000. It was okay at best. I still give it like Drake's album like a 3 or 4. But this kind of like put the nail in the coffin for me with Logic, just in the sense of like, to me,
boy.
Shut up. To me, his best album has always been Under Pressure. It it showed you that pain, that sorrow, that creativity, that will, that drive, that hunger. It was all there. As well as he didn't have to talk about how he's biracial in every fucking second. It's annoying. Then next up, right after that, is the Incredible True Story, which is like, it tells you a fucking story. Not the Incredible. Yeah, what's the Incredible True Story? What was everybody? Fuck. The Incredible True Story and Everybody were pretty good, almost even to me, because they tell a story essentially, and in that story, you're getting, you know, a little bit of the black and white shit that he does, but you're getting a story, and he's a good storyteller. But this was just, yo, I'm still hip hop. I can do this rap shit. I can rap on break beats and boom bap beats. I'ma sample everything. Let me talk about my son. We biracial. I can say nigga. Like, and it's okay. It nothing in there inspired. I listened to it on my drive to and from work today. It's an hour and 10 minutes long, 30 different songs, about half of it's skits.
30?
Half of it's skits. Yeah, half of it's skits.
You tripping.
Half of it skits, and the last thing is like a dedication, just talking about the hardships he had at Def Jam, because this was his last album on Def Jam. But yeah, and he talks about the real reason why he retired, the one everyone suspected. He couldn't come up with anything. He was, air quote, uninspired. So, with that being said, I don't like this album. I doubt I'll give it another listen. Everything on here was kind of hard to get through, not because it was like farewell, but like, yo, get this off my radio. So, that being said, sorry, bud. Unless I'm hearing that you got like some fire out, I'm not really eager to put you on my shit. Like, your old shit cool, but this new shit, I ain't fucking with it. And who knows, if you like boom bap, you might really be into it. And if you like samples, you might really be into it. But for me, 90% of this was garbage. So, and I can't wait. But I am sad for the slander that he's going to be receiving very, very soon. Also, I was a little upset because he posted his tour for this album, like, on Saturday or some shit. You know, not a single location is in Maryland.
Isn't he from Maryland?
Yes, he's from Gaithersburg, city that the state that made you. You talk about Maryland all the fucking time. Maryland made me. East Coast this, East Coast that. You ain't even stopped once here. Nah, that was also kind of the nail in the coffin. Like, yeah, damn. Like, every rapper goes back to where they from, whether they love them or not, because they do got love for you. But like, that's some heinous shit to me, bro. That's crazy. But what I did notice is he goes to a lot of the white areas. He got like 4 stops in Texas, Oregon, Arizona, Ohio, Pennsylvania. I said, damn.
You gotta go where the money is.
Fuck yeah. He know he gonna sell out shows there, bro. He knows he's gonna sell out them shows. Alright. So let's go to the next one. We're getting more. Let's go to the last fun one, then we'll get into our 2 controversial topics. Inside Job Part 2 trailer came out and will be it came out last week, and it will be returning to Netflix real soon. Have you seen Inside Job?
No.
So Inside Job is a show basically about the government and how it's a comedy. So it's about the government, right? And it's about how it's ran by a specific organization called Cognito. It's called the Deep State, but it's just a comedy about how like the government runs everything, and like everything you have experienced is a lie.
Okay.
Like how there are really aliens, there's hybrid animal people, they got people there working in social media, the world's really ran by like lizard people. Like, it's crazy. It's a funny show. It's a good show. I don't think I'm giving it justice, but like this chick who works there is really high up in the offices. Her name's Reagan. And she kind of like has missions where she has to like make shit happen, and they're really funny. I say give it a watch. It's really funny. Season 2 is about to come out. Season 1 ends in a plot twist, so yeah. I say give it a watch. I'm trying to find the exact post so that I can make sure I don't fudge this up. know what? I remember. So first controversial statement or controversial news topic. Muslim countries won't be airing the movie Lightyear due to some of the same-sex relationships inside of it. Got any thoughts on that? Being a
Hello.
same-sexer?
I am a same sexer sometimes. They're lost, but I mean, these countries that had like I don't know. I don't remember who I was ranting to this shit about. I'm always ranting nowadays. Like the separation between like church and state. We're lucky that America tries to do it, and try. I mean that I use that word very liberally and with quotation marks. Um, so I mean, I can't get mad about what other countries do. I don't live there. I think it's right? Hell no. Do I think that I don't even know how to put it. Like I'm tired of this talk. Like same sex relationships and things like being homosexual isn't a sin. There's nothing wrong with it. And y'all people are fucking weird for thinking that it's something wrong with it. And you people are fucking weird to think that because your kids seen it in some movie, they wouldn't be gay or whatever. Because if that was the case, nobody would ever be fucking gay because they'd have never seen gay shit in media ever, and everybody'd be straight. But obviously, it isn't media teaching people to be gay. I don't know.
Well, playing devil's advocate for the sake of conversation, um, if you never knew that you could eat meat and everyone only ate plants, do you think that you'd go out and eat meat, or do you think you'd eat plants? 9 times out of
I'm
10, if you don't even know it's an option, you're not even gonna do it. But there are some curious people who will, and they'd rather
not
just have the
curious,
curious ones be the ones that can suppress.
and that's fucking crazy. Like it goes on to another thing about like suppression of creativity and the mind and people being able to be themselves and explore things. Like I could rant all day about this shit. Like how schools, um, do I think they're necessary? Yes. Do I think how we teach and how we force all kids to learn the same ways is healthy? No. Like it all circles back to one thing: oppression, and the people in power want to stay in power, so you have to funnel and funnel the people who are lower. So you how do you funnel them? Control what they learn, how they learn, and the only people who succeed are the people that you deem successful, and however you test that success. But y'all don't hear me though.
Okay, well,
I I just ranted.
oh, you're gonna rant a little bit about this because this has to do with your favorite activity in the world. That's not sex.
Masturbation? Oh.
Yep, there we go. See, caught you right before.
I
Swimming.
forgot to mention I got a rose. And
Crazy, ain't it?
fucking wild, bruh.
I don't even need
That
more
rose turned
details
me
than
into a
that,
little
but that
bitch.
thing.
Turned me into a little bitch. Like I don't even know what else to say. Like, wow.
The way that it has been described to me is that like other sex toys or forms of masturbation is like, I'm getting there, I want to get there. This one tells you you are and you will and then you do. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah,
It
it's
is
not an
basically
option.
it's not an option. It turns you into a little bitch. Like even if okay, so a lot of people know like if girls are having sex and they lose focus, they couldn't lose their orgasm. I mean guys too, but I don't think it's as easy for y'all. Like literally, like
I'm
anything
gonna
could
let you
happen.
know when it's a guy. As a guy, when you lose it, it is worse than I think it's worse than a girl because you don't get it back most of the time.
Oh, you think girls getting it back? You know how hard that is? Anyway, you can't lose it. It's like, hi, it's time. And you like, we just started. And it's like, no, but it's time. And you're just like, and you don't even get to say, okay. Like, it turned me into like, I have never been, like, it slutted me out. How toy slut me out? How? How?
That's so
How?
gross.
I've never been slutted out like that before. Never.
That's
Never have I
funny.
ever been disrespectful like that. It was
I
disrespectful.
told you,
Like
men are coming to an end.
they
Whoever
are.
invented the
What do
rose
I
is trying
need?
to end us.
What do I need sex for? What do I need y'all for? Babies? All right, bet. That's it.
I told her they're gonna put us on milking farms and we just get milked and everybody
Yeah,
just be gay
believe the hype.
together.
You know how like you try not to believe the hype. You're just like, oh my god, everybody's hyping this stuff up. And as someone who has sold toys, I have hyped up toys. Like I have toys. I think almost every toy that I have sold when I sold toys for Pure Romance, I have tried, and I mean tried. I have used like, and sometimes I'd be like, oh yeah, this is really good. I like it, and I'd be lying because I'd be trying to make sales. But like this one, I don't even sell it. Look, get one, get it, do it, do it.
No, it's gonna do you.
It's gonna do you disrespectfully too.
Disrespectfully. You know those
Disrespectfully,
posts you be putting under niggas' pictures? Do me disrespectfully? Disrespectfully? Yeah, no. That's what it does to you. Indefinitely.
indefinitely. All
Alright.
right.
So this is the last topic I have on the news. Is very controversial. We just gonna get into it. So Leah Thomas has officially been banned from competing against women in swimming. However, the FINA, they make all the rules for international swimming competitions as well as other sports. They are allowing her to compete against men. Now, if you don't know, Leah Thomas is transgender. She is a transgender woman, and she dusted. Did you see the video?
Yeah, but
How she
like,
dusted them chicks?
right in one race, but like in other races, she be getting dusted. So,
That's how it is for every swimmer, and you know it.
yes, there's some things you're good at and something like it's hard to use swimming as a basis. Not that you can't, but it's hard to use swimming as a basis because there's a lot of factors. Because if it's a, if one, did they circle seed? So you don't know if they circle seeded, and y'all don't know
There's
what
a
circle
lot of
seed.
variables that they aren't going to understand.
Right,
But
right.
just
The
know,
circle
in swimming,
seeding.
there's a lot of things that go into determining if you're going to be able to compete with someone of your same stature. Let's say that.
Same stature as
However,
far as speed goes and or not.
exactly.
But
But
yeah,
this article continues further because while some people may be upset, I'm saying this obvious. I'm getting you into this. The FINA has been thinking on this for a while, and they've started to make gender inclusive rules so that
yes,
people can compete fairly. That being said, yes, Leah Thomas can't compete with the women currently. However, anybody who has transitioned before the age of 12 is now able to compete with who they transitioned to be. They have to be fully transitioned, as in, surgery and all. Um, the reason being
and
that the reason being I can come up with scientifically is like around the age of 12 is when you hit puberty, and that's when the
yes,
permanent changes come in, the ones that you can't change from just taking estrogen or testosterone, i.e. the increased bone density, muscle mass, hypersexuality in some cases. Hair growth is reversible but not 100%, and chemical changes to the brain. Those are the things that can't be changed after the age of 12. So therefore, they stated that anyone who's transitioned before the age of 12, you can compete with what you transition to be. However, you also have to have a up to date record of you taking your estrogen or testosterone, your hormones. There we go, your hormones.
I
So
hate to say it like that, like this, but I think that's fair. I
I
think it's
know
fair for
I don't
everyone.
hate to say it. I think it's 100% fair. I think that's the
I think
most
it's fair
fair
for
thing I've heard yet.
they could have come up with because now it's like, especially because the other problem is this is so new to this extent. This is
Yes.
so new because like yes, people were able to transition before, but like being able to, it used to be a very expensive, and I think even now it's still fairly expensive, but a very expensive process that was not covered by insurance and was hard to do and hard to get doctors who would do it for you. So now that it is becoming more commonplace, which is great, it is becoming a thing that you can, for lack of better words, regulate and make
Yes.
fair for everybody. I think what they came up with is great. I think it does suck for anyone who is like competing now and for whatever reason had to transition later or whatever. But I get it. I get it. You want a fair fight. And y'all can say anything you want, but that's not a fair fight. Like, I have issues with the regulation of people who tend to produce more, like specifically women who tend to produce more testosterone, because I am one of those women. I know that I physically produce more testosterone than your average woman.
You wanna know what the
Which,
crazy thing is? So even if you produce more testosterone than the average woman, did you know that the average man produces 10 to 20 times more testosterone? So unless you produce that much more, it is a disadvantage on their part, but that just means you're genetically, for lack of a better term, that just means you're genetically better than them for the sport. Similar to Michael Phelps, who has a lot of genetic adaptations that make him better. You can't fault someone for what they are genetically, is what I'm saying.
no,
And
agreed.
my only grievance with this is the fact that it highly focuses on the fact that your family has to be okay with your decision in changing your sexual orientation. Meaning that if you're
You may have
12 and you don't have a family that believes in you or believes in that, there's nothing you can do later on in your athletic life.
yeah.
However, I do think that this is something that will be looked at a lot. Like you said, it's very new. They'll have to keep a close eye on this and update it frequently, because as we progress through this, new changes are happening every day. Hell, there might be a
As
day
we
where you
learn
can
more,
just fully transition and there be no differences than you if you were a woman other than you missing a uterus. Who knows? But until that day comes, I think this is the best option other than telling people, no, you can't.
I agree. I agree. I think this is the best option that they could have come up with, that just meets everybody somewhere in the middle. And the problem with actually being in the middle is that a lot of people aren't going to like it on one side, and a lot of people aren't going to like it on the other side, because it's the middle.
But that's the truth about the middle. There's dislikes and likes on each side. The
Yep.
middle is fair. It's not always the best. Just because something's fair, like fair means that if I'm bleeding and you're bleeding, we're both bleeding, but we're both receiving medical attention. Doesn't mean that the bleeding doesn't suck. You feel me? So yeah, I'm actually happy that they're doing this and making some type of change for this, because it doesn't force people to go with the gender that they feel like they aren't.
And if we want me to get on my soapbox, because I know that's what y'all want. Y'all want me to get on my soapbox. She wasn't even that fast anyway. Yes, she got a world record. Like, she broke a record, but like in her, like, that was in one event. Like, in her other events, she was getting dusted.
And
She wasn't great.
that's why people are a lot of athletes argue that the people who do this, a lot of them aren't really a part of that community and are willing to just, you know, do some critical things. Like, people say like, oh, they would never do some shit like that just to win a medal. You don't know what niggas will do to win a medal.
A medal? You don't know what niggas would do to win a medal.
Wasn't it Lance Armstrong who was doping up and they took away all of his French biking tour medals because he was
Yes,
doping up
it
like crazy, and they only found it out recently?
after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, like, people will do some crazy shit to themselves and to their bodies just to go down in history. And guess what? Athletes are not outside of that margin.
They're right in that margin, if anything. Look at the
Yeah,
Olympics.
and I think a lot of people would be willing to do that. Like, South Park makes fun of it a lot of the times. Like,
Yes.
they had the they had the dude play as a girl and
Yes.
he was whooping everybody, but when it came to a brain
And then
game,
when
he
he had
got
the
his
women,
ass.
when it came to women's sports, he was
He
losing.
fucking sucked. But my point is, like, it's I feel like this is the easiest way to make it fair. Otherwise, you would have to do something like a transgender league, which I think, in all honesty, it would flop, because the only people that are really gonna watch are people who are curious to what it looks like, or those who are in true support of the community. It would be like adding a layer below women's basketball, and you would look at it like, and a lot of people would just be like, I'm not watching that, because remember, a lot of these sports make their income from those who are watching. So unless you have a large enough audience watching, these people aren't really getting paid, and there's no one upkeeping everything that they have. So I think this was the best option to keep everyone happy. It was the fair option. But as we progress forward, we'll get better options. So this is just the first step. So anybody who's upset, just remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. This is the building blocks and the foundations of something to come in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm off my soapbox. I don't usually get on there, but when I do, it'd be sudsy. All right, what's the topic that you want to do?
All right, we're just gonna do summer releases that I think are interesting.
Go.
Classroom of the Elite.
No, you gotta go through the whole list and say what you do and don't like. I'm looking at a Crunchyroll list on something.
I'm looking at the Crunchyroll list on Crunchyroll. Classroom of the
I gotta
Elite.
go to Crunchyroll too. Go ahead.
We all know I'm super excited for this one, and I've been waiting on it. Devil is a Part-Timer season 2, fucking finally coming out July 14th. So excited. So excited.
I haven't seen season 1 of that, and I still don't want to, just because it feels to me like it's gonna suck.
It's so funny. I love it. You know what's crazy? There's only like 2 things that I was like interested in.
Okay, the girl from the other
Black
side.
Woman.
I don't want to watch
the
that.
Girl
It's too
from
slice of
season 2.
lifey.
Well, I don't watch that one, but people like it.
Fudo Pie?
To Rent a Girlfriend. Oh, that's what I was saying.
Oh, To Rent a Girlfriend, I would watch it because it's like more show-go-y, and those are usually funny.
Season 2 is coming out. And then that's it.
Bro, you gotta go through all these. You got Odd Taxi in the Woods. I'm not watching that. It looks like Beastars Light. I'm good. Y'all niggas like Beastars. I'm great. Yuri Deco.
I'm going through. You literally said I don't want to go through all of those.
Look, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit my
I don't want
audience.
to go through all of them. I picked out my favorites that people should watch, and that's it. That's my job. And then I really need to take a shower.
Bro, you're on some bullshit. You didn't even mention Dr. Stone.
It's not Dr. Stone. It's it's just a special episode.
It's a special episode to introduce you to the pirate, you dipshit.
There's a pirate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna watch that.
See what happens when you don't fully do your job?
You don't fully do shit.
I do a lot of shit. But yeah, that there's a Dr. Stone special episode coming. Dr. Stone is returning this year. It's late this year, but I think it's like Christmas time this year. But the episode is gonna be showing you the next set of characters basically, and one of them happens to be a pirate.
I love pirates. Hard.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. He's cool. He's cool. Is there anything else interesting in here? Let me skim through. There's a My Hero Academia OVA coming, them playing baseball. Why is it that every anime plays baseball? I don't like baseball. I never can find the ball, if I'm being completely honest. When they hit it, I lose it. Then Ruby, I don't know if you watched that, but it's getting its first official anime. It's actually in like it's going into season 8. It's really interesting. You said what?
Who's going into season 8?
Ruby, the show.
Oh, I meant to mention that. Yes.
But they got an anime adaptation getting made. So I think the anime adaptation, from what I can tell from the picture, is starting from the beginning, and they're just basically going to go through everything. But as an anime, Ruby started as a 3D CGI animation, and it originally was really choppy. It got a lot better throughout. The fight scenes were always amazing. The storyline's pretty good. It's led by an all-female main cast. There's like 2 guys out of the entire main cast, and then a couple of like other guys who come in as secondary characters. The main villain's a woman. Like, if you're really into your feminism shit, like, this is a show that really gets several different female types in. You got the shy girl, you got the chick who's ready to fight, you got Ruby, who's the shy leader, but she's like, super energetic, and then you got the preppy chick who's like really snobby, but learns to lighten up because of her friends. You got all that shit. It's great. You got the warrior princess, you got another crazy bitch, like literally a crazy bitch. Niggas got powers in that shit called semblances, which is like your own special power. Bro, hers is if she gets hit, she gets more powerful. No, if she gets hit, she gets stronger? Electricity. If she gets electrocuted, she gets stronger. and can like blow shit up. And then the other one is if she gets hit, she gets stronger until she passes out.
Is Ruby that one where y'all sent me the clip of the guy whose dick got super hard that time?
Huh? Wait a minute.
Is that one?
No, not at all. Wait, I'm gonna need you to elaborate because out of context, what you just said is insane.
Remember, it was this girl. She was in jail, and the guy.
No, that was something TJ sent you, not me, and it was something else. I know what you're talking about. I don't even know what that was.
And then she like turned into a gun and she shot him.
No, so Ruby, I'm gonna send you this clip. They had a food fight, and it was fucking excellent.
Wait, Ruby. All their names make up Ruby, right?
Yes.
Make up the.
So.
Oh, I remember you told me about this one.
Yes. So every team's names make up the team name. So the other team's name is Juniper. It's spelled Junpr. Ruby's team is Ruby, spelled Rwby, for Ruby, Wise, Blake, and Yang.
Got it.
The team leader's letter always comes first.
Got it. Okay, I'm in. Now I am invested and would love to watch the show.
Ooh, the maid I hired recently is mysterious, seems sexual. Definitely gonna watch that. The Prince of Tennis 2 World Cup.
You know what really sounds sexual? My stepmom's daughter is my ex.
That sounds tough, and I love it.
That's a hentai. That's what it is.
Why do you know that?
Because I watch hentai.
You heard it here, folks. Diva XOXO be watching that tentacle porn.
Yes, I do.
As I am currently looking up my my stepmom's. Yup. You already know what's up. You already know what we're on tonight, boys. 2 a.m. hit, and you know what I'm doing. Psych, I'm not up at 2 a.m.
I use my rose, and I don't know if I want to touch it again. I'm a little scared. Like, I feel like a bitch in my own home.
That's so hilarious. Oh yeah, that's big hentai energy. If his eyes were fucking gone, big hentai energy.
It'd be over, right?
You know the protagonist is fucking if his eyes can be visibly seen but are just a shadow, yeah, he fucking.
Exactly.
Alright. But that's all I got for this kooky episode. What the fuck?
Alright, well, I'll see y'all next week.
Alright, well, I'm Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Awaits or Galaxy Greg spelled GA1XYGR3G. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I'm going to be streaming like right after this, so I'm going to try and get back to my regular streaming schedule starting next week. But right now, still spontaneous streams. Me and my boys are going to play some Fall Guys. Then maybe a little bit of DBD because it is the 6-year anniversary for them. Shout out to them, giving me mad blood points. Be sure to follow the pod at Be More Nerdy, spelled BMORENERDY. And be sure to use that same code Be More Nerdy at Rep Sports for all your sports needs, whether it be clothing, supplements, energy drinks, all that good shit, man. They got it. Get you some. That's all I got.
My name is Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at always_the_diva. I'll now be posting on Instagram starting. I gotta log back into it, so probably starting tonight. I'll sit down and get the logins back. I give a shout out to our boy Niles. You can follow him at Militron on all your DSPs. His music is dope as fuck. So do what I say, or you're a bitch. Great.
Alright, and with that, remember to eat good, love people, go work out, and be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.